Hi guys, right, this is the Predator that was given to me by Fulgrim 1978. As you can see, let's get a little bit closer actually and I'll show you. The actual finish of the red is nice and smooth. You can't see no blotchiness where it was stripped using the Decals. So yeah, if you've got old miniatures lying around that you painted, you know, 10 years ago and whatnot, and you're not happy with them, or you want to go for a different paint scheme from, you know, ultramarines, and you want to paint them blood angels, there's nothing stopping you if you live in the UK from dunking them in some Dettol. I know people in the States use simple green, and I believe it's exactly the same sort of thing really. They both do the same sort of job. But I've had loads of comments in the comments field with people using different things. Some people using brake fluid. Sounds like a really good idea. I believe you can reuse that a lot more than Dettol, but the initial cost is dearer. But it does seem to do the trick. As regards to all the comments I've had about the super glue, I left it in Dettol for more than 24 hours on the one sitting, so all in all it was about 3 days worth of soaking just on the tank and on the land speeder there. Forgot the name of it for a second there, on the land speeder, and the glue didn't budge. This super glue, it really, I think it's Zap. And acetone, people have use acetone. Now I know acetone will work, as a matter of fact, but the problem is acetone will attack the plastic as well. And the way that the model, especially on the land speeder Storm there, they're doubled up, it'd be very hard for me to control where the acetone goes and not wrecking it. So I don't know, I might end up just literally scalping them off and cutting them off, and then trying to green stuff over the places that I've chopped up. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll come to some other conclusion. But anyway, let's get back to what this video is about, and it's actually about this Predator. Now, there's so many different ways people paint blood angels. Some paint them really nice and light, like a really weathered look. Others paint them really dark, almost like a burgundy colour. But I wanted these to, you know, sort of like be in the middle. I didn't want them to be blood red colour, which, if you look at the actual marine sitting up top there, he's lighter than the other tank, and that's still not pure blood red. It's too light for my liking. I like them to look more gritty. I mean, like I say, it's always preference and personal choice. Some people might not like the darker red, but anyway, this was all airbrushed. I started with a white base, or a white undercoat if you like, and then I built it up using Vallejo model airs, and the base colour was almost like a terracotta in colour, not as dark as that, but and I built it up from there. I used pigments again, and I used a very last bit of script from the Lenny Smash decal sheet, and I've got this new decal sheet which I think is absolutely awesome. Fulgrim gave me this as well. It came with his new Bane blade. I haven't got the Bane blade unfortunately, but he did give me this, and it's a very good decal sheet. You got some awesome numbers and lettering on there, and tiny little Achilles. There's my finger for reference, and there's my scabby finger for reference as well. But yeah, the lights I use the airbrush to give like the radial source lighting, and I always make sure I put gloss varnish on anything that it's going to look glass, because it almost, although obviously you can see that they've been highlighted there using paints, but it self highlights as well. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up unfortunately, but it's a very quick thing to do. Just slap a bit of gloss over them, but it gives a really nice effect. The only thing that I'd say that I'm not too happy about on this model at the moment, but I did it purposefully, is a dodgy little joint there on the guns. Now it's glued temporarily until I can get some decent magnets, because again Fulgrim says he's found the sprue, or found the parts to change his Predator into the I keep forgetting which one's the Destructor and which one's the Annihilator, but basically the one with the las cans. Yeah, strength 9, AP 1, you know what I mean, you don't mess with that. So might actually be a nicer a loadout than the autocannon there. I want to show you paint chippings. Now I make sure that the paint chips are tiny. There's a reason for that. You want the paint chips to be as small as possible, because if you make them big, your eyes are naturally going to be drawn to that shiny little area, and it's not going to look believable. So you want the, you know, I want it to be like pinprick dots, and you want them to go along the lines, the angular lines in the on the actual model there, and the odd few you know, stone chip ones, if you like, that are in random places. But if you follow the lines, smokestacks, this is another crucial thing where a lot of people can go wrong, or, you know, I've done it myself in the past. You want, if the tank's going forward, let's zoom out, in this motion, generally the smoke that's coming out of these stacks would be bellowing that way and up and out, so you would hardly get any smoke build up on this side of the stack. It'd all go up as if it's going up towards the atmosphere and backwards, because the tank's going forwards. So you using the airbrush, I just slowly blended that up into there. I did that on both sides. I think that's it. I used pigments again, which you've seen recently on my APC. I think those work out really well. I think that's about it. I'm going to slightly go for a different Blood Angel scheme than most people do. I'm either going to go with silver on the pauldrons, which I know is not part of the codex, but I think looks really, really cool, or I'm going to go for black, which I know is part of the codex, but most people don't do. But when you're painting a miniature, if the actual trims on the pauldrons all red, it takes away a little bit of detail, I believe, that's on the model there. And I also don't like the yellow blood drops, because when you put a yellow decal down on top of red, the yellow becomes washed out because of the red underneath. So I'm either going to go with white blood drops there, or black. So it's all these little things that you try and think of beforehand, and it can make the model look that much nicer. Okay, I think that's about it for this one, guys. I've got this ready to paint next. Although I'd love to carry on doing my Blood Angel stuff, I've definitely got stuff to do. So this is already primed, ready to go. It's definitely on the table to be painted. I'm going to start this, and I believe I'll have another commission coming very shortly. And that should be a new thing for me, from a new chapter to paint, but we'll go over that more when that comes. So Blood Angel is going to take a little back seat, but oh yes, I can't wait. I'm really loving the red paint scheme. Let me know what you think. Do you think I should go with the silver on the pauldrons, or stick with the black? Or if there's any other things that you think that I could do with looking into for my Blood Angels, just let me know. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.